Okay, I was trying to keep my ratheism down, but it is who I is. Um, the conversation, this post in a group today came up about pastors, homosexual pastors. Would you be a part of the congregation if you knew that the guys were gay, sinners? Would you allow sinners to teach you the word? I think something similar came up. But what I'm wondering is, would you allow a woman? Because that's a sin. Women aren't supposed to teach. They're supposed to sit their vagina having asses down, shut up, make babies, and that's it. Working on Sabbath. Death. Yeah. The shaving of the facial hair. I'd be dead. I gotta trim my stash. Got to trim my stash. I'm not trying to have my Fu Manchu until the middle of winter whenever it's too cold.
Too cold.
Too cold. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me when hypocristians have the nerve or the gall to call another person a sinner just because you're not acknowledging your sins. It just doesn't make sense. You're having sex and you're not married. Sin. You got raped. How dare you put him in jail? You were supposed to marry him. You are so selfish and you are not living like the Lord wants you to. I'm just saying. Get you a slave? Beat their ass? Sounds good. Don't kill them, though. That would be disrespectful. If they live for a couple of days, it's okay, though. That's not a sin. If they live for a couple of days and then die, it's your property. Do whatever you want. King James, you would think King James would be enough for a lot of people to understand that the poop shoot loving is a hot glove muffin. Direct quote from King James. I met him, by the way. He said, I have butt sex. Yes, I do. That butt sex will not do for you. Do as I say, not as I do. Bloody Mary will kill you too. Yes. Quite the beautiful poet she was, that King James. It's funny. I know a lot of people who mention they're pro-life, like this story with the woman that she's brain dead, and it's her and her husband's wishes to cut the cord if you're brain dead, but because she's 14 weeks pregnant, screw what these two grown people said and planned for their life. We're gonna make you have this baby, because that's the Texas way. If you have a vagina in Texas, you have no rights over it. Absolutely none. I don't know why you would think you do, but how I feel about what you do with your body is what you're gonna do. Simple. You wonder why a lot of these school systems are crap, and their school systems are the first thing to go and get the cuts. It's because they're dumbing people down so you will actually believe the Bible. It doesn't make sense. You have all this evolutionary factual information if you want to open up a book, but instead you just ignore it and say, my beliefs are my beliefs, and I can't believe that you're not respecting my beliefs. Well, I will respect your beliefs when you stop putting God all over the school system, all over the money, all over the Pledge of Allegiance. You're separating state from church, but you're making people so dumb that they say, this is a Christian country. You don't like it? Go back to where you came from. Where? I mean, Texas wants to secede, but come on now. Keep these Mexicans from here. This was Mexico first. Jesus is this, that, and the other thing. Jesus' story is somebody else's story first. Before you have the nerve to try to... Get away! Before you have the gall to tell somebody that what they're doing is wrong and it's against nature, why don't you go read up on the other animals that you completely forget about, because being human, you think that you're more important and special than everybody else because they don't speak your language or they don't speak? Come on now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there were several animals here before us, and we've kind of, I would say, humans are the equivalent of roaches. We just keep having babies, take over space, cut down trees, litter, force feed animals. Don't even let animals see the light anymore. They're no wild animals. You just put them all in a cage. You make them have babies, pop them out, shoot them up with roids, kill them, eat them, wear them. But then you have the nerve to want people to respect your beliefs, respect this, respect me, but I'm not going to respect you. It's really, really hard to listen to people claiming that they're good Christians while telling you that a feeling or an emotion that you have no control over is wrong. If I'm attracted to women, there is nothing I can do about that. I don't have to sleep with women, but it's not going to change what I am, who I am, and what I like. That's why there's so many men out here banging random chicks left and right to try to hide the fact that they'd rather be packing fudge. I'm starting to believe that the American way is being inconsiderate of other people and their feelings and getting offended and playing the victim whenever they don't agree with you because they're ruining your life, because this is America, my way or the highway. If that's the case, we need to bring back slavery because it did so good for the country financially, saved a lot of money. Black people were less than human. You're telling gay people they don't have rights because they're unnatural, but of all the species in the world, I don't know too many of them that don't have homosexuality. We're just the only people that have the nerve to judge somebody for doing something just because we don't. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to get real drunk. And then I'm going to point at the guy in the corner who smokes crack, because beer's legal. Who cares? Yeah, you can die on both of them, but beer's legal. Or I'll be smoking crack and I'm going to be like, "Oh, that meth head. Psh, some nerve. That stuff's dangerous." Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Just because something is legal doesn't make it right, and just because something is illegal doesn't make it wrong. Hello, weed. That is not even a drug, unless it's a medicinal drug. Come on. There is so much wrong in the world. How dare you think just because something is the majority that it's right? And the only reason you think that way is because you're closing your mind off, because you're not trying to be wrong. Instead of saying, all these questions that I have, that's natural to have because I'm human and I know I have, and if I'm not, I'm a liar. Yeah, you. Because you don't have the guts to go and actually search the doubts that you have in your mind, you're going to sit here and try to judge people for reading a book? I mean, you have Muslim terrorists, Christian terrorists, Oklahoma bombings, and 9/11, all in the name of God and Allah. Abortion's wrong. Blow it up. God wouldn't mind because you're doing wrong. Same thing with 9/11. Serving a different God doesn't make you any less right or wrong. If your beliefs cause harm to other people as far as physical, emotional, or not letting them get married and pretty much destroy their own life, then your religion is wrong. And don't say, just because we believe different. No, it's not a different belief. You have faith, which means it is not factual information. I have books. You can go read. Evolution. If you're not mentally capable enough to believe in evolution, well, you are exactly what America wants you to be, because they want you dumb enough to where you agree with whatever Jesus tells you to. This whole pro-life crap, it freaking kills me. Let a little 13-year-old girl, a wild child, go get pregnant. She should have thought about that. Okay, let's see. How many of us didn't do something stupid as a teenager? I'll wait. It's probably because you're too stupid to realize you're still doing it. We all make mistakes. So to force a child to have a child because she made a mistake, you are what's wrong with America. For you to say, exactly, that's exactly what they are.
Yeah.
Heard it from him. For you to try to, you hear atheists or humanist, whatever people want to label themselves as, whatever they disagree with, just because you read it in one book, and exactly how smart do you have to be to memorize one book, to learn one book? One. You think that one book gives you all the answers by telling you not to question anything. You're what's wrong with America. You think that just because someone is from another country or looks like they're from another country or comes here from another country, they're invading your space. They're taking your jobs. They're taking your religious freedom. I think they just want to freaking live here. Same way that us Americans say, well, I want to get up and move to this country. I want to move here. The only difference is they actually got up and did it. Is there a problem? Correct me if I'm wrong again. What was Texas and California before it was Texas and California? Califoreign land. It was Mexico. Hello. Ole. Genius. For you to, it's fine. Whatever you want to do, that's you. That's your business. However you want to believe, that's your business. But just to try to shame somebody for speaking up for their beliefs or their facts that they actually know, you're like that, your mother dearest. Instead of letting somebody just expand their mind and their vocabulary and what they know as a person, you're going to shame them, call them the devil, tell them they're going to hell, and there's no help for them. Trying to think. Back in the slavery days, how did they cope? How did they just deal with what they were dealing with? And just, oh yeah, they were given Bibles. That's right. But no, we're not gonna mention slavery because God is all loving. Oh wait. How many deaths was there in? How many times did God tell people to kill people in the Bible? How many times did He tell them to kill their kids? How many times did they tell them to kill their wives and their brothers and their neighbors. Now, how many people did the devil say to kill in the... Wait a minute. Do you think he might be being punked? What's going on here? You ever think maybe if God and the devil were too real, you might have them confused? One's telling you to judge people, to kill people based on homosexuality, rape, slavery. Let me see. Let me see. I'm going to go and I'm going to praise myself as God. And I'm going to kill somebody else for not believing. Oh, wait, no, that's called morally unacceptable. But because it was written over 3,000 years ago, it's right, right? That's right. Because I have a toothbrush from years ago. I know for a fact that makes it better than any new one could ever be. I mean, I updated it a few months afterwards, but since then I haven't. Come on. I have never in my life ever met two Christians who have the same view in God. But if you ask, there's only one God, all one loving God. But if you bring out the scriptures about different gods, and then, oh, well, that's their God. They believe God. This is my God. Well, then there's not just one God, right? Yeah. Well, there's one God I serve. Well, do you? Don't you bang a lot of people that you're not married to? Are you really serving God? Yeah, go ahead. And what are you doing to serve him? What are you serving him? What's on the menu? Is it being judgmental? Is it? Because me being the heathen, evil atheist that I am, I haven't crossed paths with too many people that I haven't helped. Should I just kill them instead and just tell them that instead of them sitting around wasting valuable space, they need to get in church and give that money? Just food. I'm just wondering because I hear so many people and they try. It's like you try so hard to shame people for not believing in your God. And then in the same sentence, you have the nerve to say, I just want to believe what I believe, and you believe what you want to believe, and I don't bother you, you shouldn't bother me. That's bullcrap, because we all know you can be friendly as you want to Ray, but I know exactly what y'all say about me behind my back. I'm lost. I'm confused. I'm the devil. I'm hellbound. I'm going to hell. Well, if you're having sex and you're not married and you have kids out of wedlock, won't I see you there? Oh, that's right. You can just go kill people and rape people, Mommy, and apologize to your imaginary friend. Mommy, and it's okay. You still go to prison. Mommy, so instead of living your life for today, you're going to let people control your mind and your actions for hopes of an afterlife. And I'm lost. Starting to wonder if a lot of y'all actually know the words that you use, because just doesn't make sense to me. You're telling me that me being a good person and not raping and stealing and killing is not good enough because I don't praise a God. You're telling me that you can kill people, you can hurt people. You don't even have to apologize to the person that you hurt because God knows your heart. That is quite interesting. Very interesting. You're telling me because you choose to believe something and not read into the possibility that you're wrong, that we just have different beliefs. That is like a child being told by their parent that the world is round. And they say, no, prove it. Well, there's a globe over there. No, it's not real. That's not real. Okay. You can live your life in denial as long as you want to. You can go give your money away every Sunday. But what you can't do is constantly be telling a man that he's wrong or less of a man for being attracted to another man. Just because you have hate or ignorance towards things that you don't know nothing about or you're hiding doesn't make it wrong. Those guys are packing fudge in the factory of happiness. They like the feeling. They're tickling the prostate.
Mommy, are you giving candy?
Yes. And how does that affect you? How does telling them they're going to hell get you any closer to heaven? How does repeating scripture over and over prove that it's true? I go out and I tell somebody that I had 3 virgin births and y'all want to sit there and call me a liar. But if a woman who claims that she's a virgin when she's not married yet says that 3,000 years ago in a book, it's bond. Never mind the fact that if she was pregnant and wasn't a virgin, she would be stoned to death. I would never lie to save my life. I would never. Never mind that there's no proof of any of this whole Moses and there's no feces, there's no food, there's nothing. People have checked these areas. There's no proof of any of these stories. There is no evidence whatsoever. Ever. But it doesn't matter. You don't need facts to have faith because with facts it wouldn't be faith. Come on now. I just really pray that you Christians give your children the respect and love to know that however they feel and whoever they love is not wrong unless the other person is hurting them. Don't tell them that they're going to hell as a child if they grow up gay because they're going to grow up and be undercover. Well, not always. Okay, they'll hate gays. Is that better? Are you going to tell somebody that loving somebody is disgusting and sick and unnatural and hatred is okay and it's justified? I don't see any Christianity in my future because, honestly, it's kind of sick and twisted. It's not about judging people. All Christians aren't sick and twisted. But your mindset is a little warped if you honestly believe these stories that you would never in a million years believe somebody today said. Because it's scientifically impossible to have a child when you haven't had sex. Or there's no semen near your vajoohoos. So because people who come out of the atheist closet are the minority, we're just angry and bitter and just mad at God. We're mad. Sweetie, I'd have to believe in God to be mad at him. I'd have to believe in Jesus to hate Jesus. Makes no sense. If God was real and he said, hey, Ray, do me a favor. Kill your son, prove my love. I was like, yeah, okay. How about this? How about you go suck my left testy because you ain't testing me, homeboy. If God's real, why don't atheist churches and their gatherings, why don't those burn down like a lot of other churches? Must be a miracle. I guess he's waiting on us to convert, huh? Some people, I know, I can't stand being wrong. I can't stand being wrong. So you know what I do about it? When I find out I'm wrong, I correct myself. Or when I have this thought in the back of my head, what if this isn't right? I go look for truth and proof. I don't just go keep reading the same book telling me the same thing, saying this, oh wait, this kind of relates to what I'm thinking about right now. So let me just have blind faith. Blind faith. If you really had blind faith, for one, if you were a real Christian, would you even deal with atheists? Would you even use computers? Would you use any kind of technology that people who actually think outside of the box actually made? Because a lot of these people, these inventors, they didn't believe in different gods. They didn't believe in that. People say, well, they didn't believe in our God, but they believed in a higher power. A higher power does not mean a God. You just believe there's more out there. And there is. You know what is right in front of us that controls our life? Trees, the sun, the moon. And you know what we do to that? Cut them down, pollute them. Might have our priorities messed up. Instead of doing all the ugly crap now and trying to apologize, you might want to look around and try to make things a little better for your kids tomorrow, and their kids after that, and their kids. Because there's scientific proof that without trees, we can't breathe. Actually, oh, wait, let me correct myself, because science and scientists have changed that, because they can actually produce a lot of these gases that we need. Seems like if you worship anything, you might want to worship stuff that allows you to live. I woke up today, praise Jesus. No, praise trees. Praise the trees. Praise the air, the moon that controls the current of the waves. You make the moon mad, tsunami. Instead of saying, oh, if I don't know something, I'm not looking for it. I'm just going to say, God did it. I'm just going to let it go. That shows that you are not capable of thinking for yourself. You're letting tradition control your mind. It's tradition condition. Just because grandma believed and prayed to Jesus does not mean that she was right. If you really care enough to read into religion, you're going to notice Jesus is written down underneath the founder of Christianity, but that's it. There is no proof that Jesus even existed, other than the stories of hearsay told of what people heard of Jesus. They wrote stories of what they heard of Jesus. They wrote stories of what they heard of Jesus. Nobody see Jesus. I haven't seen a virgin, let alone a pregnant one. I'm just saying. Haven't seen a talking snake around here. Haven't seen anybody die and just turn into dirt or a rib. just not logical to believe that one book written 3,000 years ago has all the answers. That is a way to keep you shutting up and allowing people to tell you what is right and what is wrong. How is bacon wrong? How is bacon wrong? Any book that tells me I can't eat bacon, you know it's faking. That ain't right. That ain't right. And then all these whole pro-life crap and it's a baby's life. So what? Kill that little mofo. Read it in the Bible. Oh, my husband's drowning. Oh, my baby's drowning. My husband can swim, but I can make another baby. Let's go for him. God said so. You save your kid, you're a sinner and a shame. God don't like ugly? I think God don't like people living their lives. Because God is a bunch of men from another time writing down how worthless women are, how worthless children are. It just, Instead of worrying about what Jesus would do, how about you worry about not being a douchebag and telling somebody that they're wrong when they're not doing anything wrong? Just because someone likes their boobs and everything fondled during the happy hump time does not mean that the other person that can't stand being touched there but likes it elsewhere is wrong. However you do things is how you do things. Who are you to tell me how to do my thing? You don't even know what I got. And I've met people who have had full, respectful conversations, just all out, just love Ray. You're such a sweet person. Oh, you're so nice. You're so this. Oh, you what? You don't believe? You're the devil. That's why you look that way. Everybody knows you're a siren. I read about it and you're a serpent. Pretty women are the devil. You have sex with men and you steal their souls and you take God out of their life and you do this, you do that. No. Men like sex, so they're going to agree with whatever. I have Bible thumpers all up in my inbox trying to get up in my box. So don't tell me nothing about what I do wrong, because from other people's, I'm more of a Christian than most Christians. The only difference between me and a good Christian is who I don't worship. I don't lie, cheat, steal, kill. I mean, I'll lie to, get out of court or something. Everybody knows you're supposed to lie to your mom or to the authorities. That's like law. But it just really kills me. And y'all, the Christians are the first people to tell me that they believe in the death penalty. Oh, kill him, no mercy. Oh, he molested a child, rape him in jail and kill him. Such a good Christian you are. Instead of getting to understand what the mentality, the psychological damage of that person and what brought them to that point in their life to cause harm to other people, let's forget that they're human. Kill them. That makes sense, right? It's the Christian way. Muslims kill for Allah. They killed in the name of Allah. They're wrong. They go over there. They're still practicing a lot of the stuff we don't. So obviously they're God's chosen people, right? They're still raping babies, women, little girls, marrying their cousins and all kinds of crap. We find it morally unacceptable. But God says it's okay. Don't believe me? You better go read that book that you claim to believe. Just don't make no sense to me. Most of y'all don't know half of the stuff you're claiming to know. I know for a fact God's real because I feel him. I feel him. Girl, that's gas. You don't feel nothing. That's called your conscience. You're mental. You know you're doing wrong. So you're apologizing to God, asking for forgiveness because you don't have the balls to go ask that female or that male that you just stole from or cheated on or slept with their spouse. You know what you're doing wrong. But you think because you claim you're a Christian and you believe in God that all is forgiven and all is well. And because I don't, I'm going to hell, even though I actually own up to people when I'm wrong. Sounds legit. Let's see. If God's real and y'all are going to heaven, if there's a chance that I go to heaven, make sure you don't let me in because I don't want no parts of y'all. Y'all don't even do as you're told. You do as people 3,000 years ago were told. Without any question.
Mommy.
But you don't do it. You don't live right. And then you have the nerve to say because someone's gay, because in your mind it's icky, that's it. Be honest. They're sinners. You're a sinner. You know why? It's a sin to be this stupid in a world full of technology and information. But I'm going to hell for questioning anything. Heaven forbid I take a science class.
Mommy.
Hey, baby.
Two mommies.
Two mommies. Don't say that. They'll think you actually have two moms, and then I'll really go to hell.
Mommy, I want pickle.
Anywho.
Mommy.
That's all I've got to say. Actually, it's not all I've got to say, but I'm going to stop because honestly,
Mommy.
It's very repetitive because all y'all do is quote scripture. That's it.
Mommy.
Or
Mommy.
cherry pick your Bible, or you say, "Oh, that's not what it meant. This is theoretical." No.
Mommy,
You just don't think for yourself, and you.
Mom, you got me. What about that pickle?
Okay. You're not capable of thinking for yourself, so you shame other people for thinking and living for themselves.
Mommy.
And for that, you're wrong. Shame on you. You're going to my hell because I'm God there and I say so. And you know what's in hell? No, not fire, because I don't believe in hurting and torturing people. You're going to listen to Justin Bieber all freaking forever.
Got it. Mommy.
That's it. Raytheus out.